Do you hate Mondays like I hate Mondays? Do you hate leaving your family sleeping in their beds? Are you a mom or dad who wants more time with your family, but you don't have the finances in place to do so? So you have to trade your time for money? Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about achieving time and financial freedom, how to liberate your lifestyle. We're going to show you the steps that we're using to liberate our time and financial freedom and earn a passive income so that way we can spend more time with our families and live the lifestyle that we choose to live and not be beholden to a job or somebody else's financial terms. Let's get into this video. Hey, welcome to another episode of Passive Games for Life, where we teach you the mindset, the skill set, and the tool set so you get the assets earning you passive gains for life. I'm your host, Roger. We got Dave here. Queenie is not able to join us this week. She is extremely sick. Please send up prayers for her and her family. And today we're going to be discussing how to achieve time freedom and financial freedom, how to liberate your lifestyle. Now, over the past couple of weeks here, well, month, you could say, Dave, myself, and Queenie, we have been on our separate journeys working towards our own projects. I'm about to say products. I do have a product eventually coming. Trust me. But we've been working on our own projects and we're trying to bring in more income passively. Now, before we get too deep into this, I want you to understand passive income is not passive at first. A lot of creators will lead you to believe all you got to do is click a couple of buttons, post a couple of videos, and you're in the money. That is not how it works by any stretch of the imagination. Passive income requires a lot of activity at first. Now, that's not meant to scare you away from it. However, it is meant to scare away those who are looking to get rich quick and those who think that this is something easy that they can do in a weekend and they're making money. I want my viewers, I want my audience to completely understand that there is work to this. And if you keep up the work and you keep going, you're going to make it. However, passive income is only after you put in the activity. With that
Mhm.
said, I want to go over some of the things that we've been doing here ourselves. I'm going to start out with Dave and then I'll let you know what I'm doing. And this is just to give you insight of what it's like being a father, a mother, or a person who is actively working a 9 to 5 job, but is actively trying to create a passive income. Now, I have done this. I have created a passive income where I get paid monthly from doing Amazon products. And I am currently working on other passive incomes where I will be getting paid monthly from other products that I am doing. So I can truly say that I do have a passive income that I've actively created. However, it is not enough to achieve the time freedom and the lifestyle that I want yet. And that's the key. So with Dave, Dave has been really working on some passion projects, and he hasn't told me what it is. And I've been telling him, please keep it to yourself, save it for the show. I want the viewers to get as much value out of this as they possibly can, so that way I can discover and learn what it is that he's been doing. But I'm gonna let Dave talk about, his passion project, right?
Okay.
And from there, we're going to go over like the challenges and solutions, some achievements and milestones, and then the next step in our journey. And this is going to, he's going to tell us some personal things, not too personal. We don't want to know anything too personal, Dave. I know you.
Oh,
You'll.
come on.
So, all right. So, tell me what's the project you've been working on? Because I'm itching to hear this, man. You've been
No,
talking around the
yeah, I
bush.
know. I've been trying to build this website focused on basically AutoCAD tips and tricks to help people with their issues and solving problems in AutoCAD. So, upon building this website, I found some themes. I've been learning about what's it called, WordPress, how to
Mhm.
install the theme,
Mhm.
yada yada, upload it. That was a little bit difficult.
Mhm.
Um, and then after I figured some of those issues out with, I'm taking a course called BGR, Blog Growth Engine.
Mhm. Mhm.
They help me out to understand the back end of WordPress, how
Okay.
to install the theme and all
Well,
that.
before you go forward,
Okay.
now as a fellow audience member who's listening to you, how are you going to get paid from this whole AutoCAD thing? Like,
S-
what is
Okay.
AutoCAD at first? Just real brief description. What is AutoCAD?
AutoCAD is basically a construction tool that you would use to document floor plans, architectural plans,
Mhm.
electrical, structural design, any of those types of things,
Mhm.
and present it to a plan reviewer to
Mhm.
get a permit to basically build a building. So
Okay. So how are you going to create a website that's going to put money in your pocket? Because if I'm hearing this for the first time, right, and I want to know how you can get money out of this computer that I got sitting on my desk, where do you put the coins in so you get some more money out of it?
yeah,
So
yeah.
how do you plan on getting money from that website, or another term, monetizing it?
Monetizing it would, I'm thinking, it's basically, well, one source would be through Autodesk, through their
Mm-hmm.
affiliate program, through selling
Mm-hmm.
AutoCAD
Mm-hmm.
or other products on their website.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing would be selling like my computer hardware for once, or for
Mm-hmm.
one. I have a custom built PC. I can recommend parts and maybe get with the uh, manufacturer
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can make a connection there with some affiliate back, links that can
Mm-hmm.
get paid through that. And then through, like you said, Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
um, and getting some products. So like the desk I use,
Mm-hmm.
the webcam I use to
Mm-hmm.
talk on what's that, Zoom meetings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
All right. Well, for our viewers, just so they can understand, if you're new to this whole affiliate marketing thing, or you're already on the path, I'm going to give a brief description of what he's talking about. If you've been here before, just bear with me. I want to make sure that the people who are just getting into this have a clear understanding. So basically, affiliate marketing is recommending products that do not belong to you. You don't have to sell them. I mean, well, you don't have to stock them on the shelves. Inventory is not really any selling involved. All you're doing is recommending the products to people who would want to buy them anyway. So like David said, a person who is in the AutoCAD industry or in the construction industry would love to know information about how to get these things done, and then David can recommend some tools or programs to those individuals. They will purchase those programs. For Dave's recommendation, the company will pay David a portion of the revenue that they get. And in some cases, I'm not going to say most cases, but in some cases, he can get a recurring monthly revenue. That is more like a continuity type of program, which means that you will get paid month after month of the people keeping that trial or keeping that program in use. That's how you can create a passive income. Now, Dave's strategy is to create a website. That way he can lure people back to or send
mhm.
traffic to, right? And they will see the content that he has on there, and they will in turn make a decision about, making a purchase, or at least learning more about the products before they make the purchase. But Dave is there to recommend those products. Now,
Speaking about the products, though, one product helped me a lot, which was Scribe. I didn't tell
mhm,
you about this yet.
okay.
That was That's you remember that day I called you and I'm like, bro, I'm using like the coolest freaking program.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so what this program does is it screenshots all your actions.
Uh-huh.
So, for instance, my first post was about printing to PDF in AutoCAD.
Yeah.
I ran the program. What it is like a screen capture software. So it
Okay.
captures every button you're doing
Mhm.
and you don't really see anything. You could just do your normal steps, and
Mhm.
when you're done, hit that you're done. All of a
Mhm.
sudden, the website pops up, it puts everything. I can't even explain it. It's phenomenal.
Like it does your
It takes the
like
screen captures of all the things that you click. So file,
yeah.
it circles it, highlights it, goes to the next one, and then not only that, it writes it out above the
What?
picture. It says click file, and it shows a picture of the file. Click print, and it shows a and it says step one, step two. It builds. It's basically it builds a book by itself.
Wow. So you can actually turn that into something we call a lead magnet for those
Hmm.
for the uninitiated. A lead magnet is basically a free product, a free tool, or a free training. But think about it like this. You go to the mall, you go to the food court, there's people standing out there with trays of stuff on there. And they're like, want one? And you take a free sample and you go, oh, I love that. And then you go and eat at that restaurant. That is literally an example of a lead magnet. So he can take the information that he has there and turn that into a tool and give it away for free, which will attract people back to his core offer.
And not
I
only
just wanted to
that,
give them a brief description of how that could be used and why you're excited
mhm,
about that.
yeah. Well, also, I found out when I went to go into my back end of the Scribe software, it
Hmm.
says use this link to get affiliate commissions. I
Did
was like,
you
whoa.
sign up for it?
I'm already there. So what I'm gonna do is once I get my website up, I post some content. I'm gonna have
Hmm.
a tab for recommendations or
Hmm.
reviews or whatever it is. On that, I'm gonna explain the tools I use and then tell them, look, the affiliate link here, I get a small commission. The typical
Okay.
jargon you're supposed to
And
discuss.
so we don't want to miss this opportunity.
Hmm.
Dave is definitely going to give me the affiliate link for Scribe. We're going to put it in the description of this video below so that way you can check out Scribe for yourself. Is there any free trials with it?
Yeah, it's I believe it's like a 14-day
Uh huh.
free trial.
All right.
So
Well, yeah, give me the link. I'll make sure I'll post it in the description below. If Scribe is something that, if anything that Dave said interested you in Scribe, please click on the link. That's going to help Dave out at no cost to you, right? You just click on the link, try it out. If you don't like it, you cancel it, whatever the case may be. But that is affiliate marketing 101.
mhm.
You try a product, you like it, you use it, and then you go, hey, I think you guys might like this too. It's plain and simple. Now, I want to get into challenges and solution. Now, as a dad, a parent, a husband, right, working,
Mhm,
doing all of
mm.
the things that are in life, how has the challenges like slowed you down? But how have you overcome those challenges? Like, what did you do to overcome those? So I know you was telling me some things, but I want to let you tell it from your end. Just like give like a real quick example of personal life getting in the way of you trying to, be out here in these digital streets.
Oh, man. I gotta tell you, though, I like the longer form this format, the monthly format. It's
Uh-huh.
better because
Yeah.
now I can look up options. So, like I said, I was using, a couple other programs. The second one was called Sonic Right,
Uh-huh.
and I'm getting so excited. So now I'm
Hmm.
like, "Okay, I got this website started. I
Hmm.
found this scribe tool that's helping me out tremendously. Now, how do I write content?" So I
Hmm.
found Write Sonic AI.
Hmm.
I'm still learning how to use it. But now that I'm getting all excited about these tools, guess what? My son has 3 or 4 basketball games
Mm.
on the weekend. His
Mm.
practices got upped. My
Mm.
side work for my AutoCAD's starting to pick up, and I'm like, "Roger, what the heck is going on?"
Mhm.
But before, I really was finding excuses
Yeah.
before,
Uh-huh.
and now that I actually found the tools that I want to now I'm getting excited to use,
Mhm.
it's like every roadblock possible. I don't get it. I'm like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, man. That disruption. I learned this from a very, very wise man by the name of Myron Golden. And if
Mhm.
you ever watch his content, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He's amazing.
Yeah, it's after your intention always follows disruption. And he gets a lot of his he gets a lot of his content ideas from the Bible. He took this from Genesis chapter 1. Like God said, let there be light. And then in the Hebrew, it says the world became without form and void. And that instantly is like a um example of intention. Let there be light. Disruption. The world became without form and void. Trust
Mhm.
me, that intention disruption process, the moment he highlighted that for me, it made my life much more easier because it's not like I'm expecting it, but when it happens, I know how to navigate it because I'm not so angry in the moment because it's that anger that takes over you. And as a parent, as a husband, you just trying to do your thing. And it's like, as soon as you put cheeks in seat, you sit down, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this thing. Click, click. Help! I fell. Get up yourself. It's like, okay, let me get up. Let me go help them out. And you sit down, cheeks and seats again. Then it's like, hey, I need you to take this out. I need you to do this. Something got
Mhm.
folded, unfolded. He's like, just know that it's going to happen. Ride the wave, surf it out, and
Yeah.
you'll get back to it. So, how did you overcome some of those things?
Well,
What did you do to
I
overcome those challenges? Or because you got something done,
yeah,
right?
I had to cancel some of my side work. I had to say no.
Okay.
And it sucks
So,
because that's my bread and butter, that's my money, but I figure I I really need a change. I've been doing this for 24 years. I'm
mhm,
getting tired. It's
mhm,
the same routine over and over.
mhm,
And honestly, you've helped me out tremendously. You've
mm,
sometimes I do want to quit, but you're
mhm,
back there like supporting me constantly.
mhm.
And when I think about it, I'm like, this will help my family out, you
Yeah,
know?
because I see you and me, man. I
Mhm.
see you and me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can't see you, I see you and me. When I come in here and the lights are off and I'm staring at my computer screen and I'm looking at numbers, I'm looking at my analytics, and I'm completely devastated. Like, why do I need to click this? Man, let me just turn on Tekken. you know, I remember that there's people out there who are doing the same thing that I'm doing. They have these same moments, and the difference between them and me is that they kept going.
Mhm.
So when I hear you sounding like you want to give up, I'd be like, bro, you've been down that road. You remember that the movie Matrix when
Oh, yeah.
they was trying to explain the Neo before he became Neo, and
Mhm.
they stopped the car and they pulled that little before they pulled that thing out of his belly button. He got ready to
Ah,
get out of the car. She's like, you know that road. You've been down that road. You want to go this way. I'm paraphrasing, but I already know that road. I already know what it's like to spend hours doing things that doesn't move the needle in my direction, doesn't challenge me, doesn't, help me.
mhm.
So when those challenges come up, especially if you're a parent getting into this and you have those challenges with the kids, and so wish Queenie was here because Queenie, that's her niche.
Mhm.
She is a mom, about to be a mom again.
Yeah.
She has, her husband is there, and she's doing what she can to create content. And when I tell you this lady has, she has two channels that has reached over 1,000 subscribers. She's done it
What?
twice or three times.
Wow. I need
Yeah.
to get with her to help me with my YouTube channel.
and she faces the challenges and she overcomes them, but I'm gonna let her tell her story. I don't want to like completely
Mhm.
emphasize it, but for the women who might be watching this, you can do it too. Hey, it's tough being a mom, trust me. There's a mom right over here that I see every day that gets up and does her thing, and she built a business out of our own home, and it's amazing. You can do it. It
Mhm.
takes time, it takes sacrifice,
And a
but
good mindset.
the mindset is everything. The mindset is key.
Mhm.
But It's about celebrating the wins along the way. And with that, I want to go into your achievements and milestones. So, what kind of achievements or milestones that you've had over this, even if it's small, because you want to celebrate the wins. Little wins, just like you celebrate big wins. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
give me an
Yeah.
example.
The milestone is that I actually got my first post, and that's what
Cool.
I got excited about. So,
Mhm.
um, I'm just trying to figure out my second post, but my goal is to at least have 5 posts, then go live. I know you keep telling me, "Post it, post it, post it," but I'm like, "This website is a template theme, and it's got
Mhm.
yoga stuff on it." So I'm like, "What is this
Mhm.
gonna be, a yoga CAD?"
Mhm. Yoga cat. Well, here's the number one thing. And I want you to please pay attention to this part because this is information I wish I knew at the very beginning. I wish somebody told me like I told Dave. Nobody cares about how perfect it looks. Nobody. Hold on. Wait. Come here.
Nobody.
Nobody cares about how perfect it looks. Come a little bit closer. Nobody cares about how perfect it looks. The reason why I'm stressing the whole perfection thing, we can stop ourselves from achieving a lot of things because we want to be perfect. Oh, it doesn't look right, doesn't sound right. My face is sideways, my hair is falling off the back of my head. No, the room behind me is a mess. I got like a training dummy on this chair over here. Nobody cares. You know what they care about? Themselves. It sounds bad, but think about this. When you click on this video, you want to know how what I'm saying can help you. That's it. Plain and simple. How can I be helped? Nobody cares about what you look like, what you sound like, what you smell like. I don't think they can smell you through the screen, but they
Oh,
don't
that'll happen
care
soon
about that. They just want to make sure you're so crazy.
with that
They,
Neuralink.
yeah, right. They just want to make sure that the information that you're giving them is useful for them. And if the information is useful, trust me, I've seen some creators that I completely respect, and I'm like, whoa, wow, you got up here and you did your thing, and you're not even worried about the situation that I might see there that I would instantly see myself in and be like, oh man, how is he or she brave enough to do this? Because he's giving me or she's giving me the information that I need. Nobody cares
Sorry.
about that naked kid that just walked in this room. You know what I'm saying? He's 11-year-old. That's his 11-year-old son. Well, he's 12
12,
now,
man, he's
right?
gonna be 13 soon.
Oh yeah. Well,
He just walked in, but
yes. Don't
this
worry.
kid boy.
This channel is not affiliated with any those those creepy people. But nobody cares about that. They just want to know if what you're telling them is real valuable information and that it can actually help them, right? So don't feel like this has to be perfect because it's not going to be perfect. And that
You
was a
just saw
great
that.
example of non-perfection. And you know that we're real families here. We have a real household,
No,
real
I text him. I said, "Come on in, bud. We're in the middle of a good part of the show." No, just kidding.
I have a 16-year-old sleeping right here, right next to me. That's why I'm trying to be as quietly as possible. And I have to take her to go do somebody's hair when we get done with all of this. Surprisingly, my son is not up sitting right next to me clicking on like his roadblocks, but it's not going to be perfect. Do what you need to do. Help the people that you will put here to help. Do that and you'll be okay. So, moving on from those little milestones that you had, which is great, and always celebrate them. What's the next step in your journey?
Understanding Sonic right AI, because you know me, I'm not a writer. Not a
Mhm.
writer at all. My
Mhm.
wife is. She likes to write, but I'm more along the lines. I'm going to use the AI to help me outline or give me ideas. I'm not going
Mhm.
to use it to generate this and paste it. because
Mhm.
that's not me. So
Mhm.
um, I'm gonna use that to help me get ideas
Mhm.
and put it all together, and then yeah, that's so
That's your
that
next step.
yeah,
All
understand
right.
this program, master it, see if they have an affiliate program. Again, recommend that through my website and say,
Mhm.
all the content that was on this website was by these two programs that have helped me out, and also with AutoCAD, and link that in there too.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
But what
So,
about you?
nah, I was just about to say that. Moving on to me. All right. So basically, what I have been doing is I have been going like real heavy into learning digital marketing. V- Very simple. Digital marketing it is a way for me to recommend more products to more people and have a larger income. If I can learn how to market digital products to the right audiences and people who are online, I can stand a very high chance of making an income that can support my family for years. And if I do it right, that can turn into all sorts of other avenues for income. Now, that's my passion project, right? So, in learning digital marketing, of course, there's affiliate marketing mingled into that. Digital marketing is more like a blanket term for everything that falls along that category, especially dealing with online sales. So, am I learning how to sell in this process? Yes. Selling is not an icky thing. It can sound icky because a lot of people don't really understand how sales work, but sales is basically uncovering the value for the product to the person who is looking to achieve that value, right? So
Mhm.
when you go to the store to buy butter, you're already sold. What is the value of butter? Butter is not going to make my eggs stick. It's going to make my bread that much tastier. And I
Yeah,
needed to put it in certain ingredients. Right. So when you go to the store to buy butter, hey, but here's where I put in the digital marketing. On your way out the store, there's that shelf right at the cash register with all these candies and different things on there.
mhm.
That's showing them, hey, here's some other things that you might want to get on your way out the door since you're making a purchase. And that's how I kind of view digital marketing. Like, you understand, you're here to buy this thing, but I want to show you something else that you can also use to increase the value of your life.
Upsell.
May not have been like the best example, but when you do digital marketing, you have to think in those terms of how people buy, how people make purchases, and the psychology behind it. You had a question?
No, no, I was just saying like that's like your upsell.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
that
you
to
can call it
me
an upsell, but it
with
sounds icky. Most
yeah,
people, when they hear upsells and things of that nature, they're like, "Oh, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be," because they more than likely had a bad experience with someone trying to sell them something, or they went to go buy a car and they had like this jerk like
yeah.
pushing them into something that they didn't
Oh,
need
I
to
hate
buy.
that. I
And
hate that
sales
when
is
you're
not about
pushed.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that pushy sales. I don't like that. But
yeah, I
I
don't
got
like
I
that
got
either.
dealt with that with Grayson's basketball. There was a
Mm,
video that they were selling. I
mhm,
purchased it thinking that was
mhm,
it. And then oh, act now. You can get this.
mhm,
And then they give you the price. It was 1,000. Now it's
mhm.
400. And then they keep lowering it. Then it was $80 more. And then of course I bought it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
I
I
kind of got a
mean,
taste of it.
and also it has to be something that you value, because if you don't value it, or you don't see the value in what you're doing, or if you can't uncover the value for the person that you're trying to show it to,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, it's not going to work. So some of my challenges and solutions that I've been like coming up against, of course, family is not a challenge. It's this ever evolving thing, because as a husband, a dad, I go to work. I work 9 to 5. Well, you can't. I do have a 9 to 5, but it's not 9 to 5. It's more like 7 to 4, 7:30 to 4. You know what I'm saying? So, um, once I'm done with that portion of life, and I kind of like, yeah, I use headphones at the office, so I'm listening to like things that can help my mindset throughout the day. I'm listening to people like teach certain things, you know what I'm saying, as I work, because Dave is doing this course on AutoCAD. I am actually a person like himself that we both work in the construction industry. We both do AutoCAD. We both use AutoCAD. And so I know some of the things that he's saying, like, and this guy trained me. This guy right here, he trained me. Everything I know about AutoCAD, I know from this guy. So, you know, I learn certain things throughout the day and I take it in, then I come home and then I try to apply those as quickly as possible. Now, with my son, he does Taekwondo. So we have classes 4 times a week. So it's like I come home, I got a few minutes. Those 2 minutes that I do, I'll sit down and write out a task that I need to get done for the day. I try to, well, and that's another word I'm removing from my vocabulary is trying, because
Try.
nobody ever tried to do anything. You never tried to put your pants on and failed. You either put your pants on or not. You know what I'm saying? You either show
Yeah.
up to work in your drawers or not, you know, or your
I
pants. You
like
know
that.
what
Yeah.
I
I remember you telling me that. I kept saying, "I'm gonna try this," and you're like, "No,
Yeah, don't
you're
try.
gonna do
Do.
it or aim." Is that what you said? Aim? I'm going to
Aim,
aim.
do. I don't know. In the moments I be saying stuff, you be like, oh man, I'd be like, I said that. So with him, you know, taking him back and forth to class and then picking up my daughter from school and taking her to work, there's a lot of things in life that kind of gets in the way of progress. So what I typically do to overcome these challenges, my solution is setting a 5-minute timer. A 5-minute timer can save you tons and tons of time. It can save you hours, right?
Mhm,
And what do I mean by that? I know I got 5 minutes to do something, right? If I sit down for 5 minutes, I spend 2 of those minutes thinking of what I need to do, then I got 3 minutes to write it down. So I'm done, right? Now I spend the rest of my time focused on what I need to take care of for my family. Then I come back to that note or the task that I wrote down. And when I get some more free time, then I do that task to the best of my ability. I'll set a 30-minute timer. Let's see if I get this done in 30 minutes. Oftentimes I do. Sometimes I go over, but it's between my free time where I just want to jump on my video game and play Tekken. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done
mhm.
that at all this weekend, right? And the game just came out, Tekken 8. Yeah, I know. But things have
You
to get
love that
done.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I have to do this, but I gotta set aside the time to get my dreams accomplished before I play away all the time I have, because time is the most valuable thing that we have on this earth, right? It's more valuable than gold. Because if I was to give you all the gold in the world and I told you you have to trade your life for it, you wouldn't want the gold, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Your life is your time, right? Gold is just a currency that we have in this world, something that's valuable that we can trade for other valuable things or less valuable things, however you want to look at it. But your time is absolutely valuable. So value your time, prioritize your time. And if that's any of help that I can give you, especially as a parent, your time is your gold. Use your time to increase your knowledge, your skills, learn some tools, increase your mindset and how you look at things. And I can guarantee you that you're going to get something done. And when you get those little things done, celebrate it. You know how I like to celebrate it? I go jump on my game.
That's what I was just about to say.
That's how I celebrate. That little bit of delayed gratification can help you enjoy the thing that you want to do most. Because when you can get that done before you do that other thing that you really want to do, you feel good knowing that you got something accomplished.
Mhm.
So that's some of the challenges and solutions that I have for my end when it comes to digital marketing, you know. And those little tasks that I write now might be a landing page I have to build, or a lead magnet that I have to create, or a video title that I'm looking to create. And, my next steps in that journey is going to be me increasing the output. So we used to do this podcast as a team every weekend.
Mhm.
Once a week, we would do this podcast, and that would be me doing the video editing, getting the video out, thumbnail creation, the whole 9 yards. For this next journey, I am now doing more solo videos on this channel, with me showing you how to use certain tools, and showing you different skills, and helping you with certain mindsets, because that's the four in Passive Gains for Life: mindset, skill sets, tool sets, and assets. And each one of these things connect, right? So I focus my time on doing those videos. So I'm going to have to increase my output of videos per week. Right now, I'm still at one video per week. I'm going to increase it to two. Then eventually, I'm going
Mm.
to increase it to three. Then eventually, I'm going to increase it to four.
And you're
And
gonna increase your video editing team to help.
well, I am that's another thing. When you're creating your own content, you're going, especially at first, if you don't have a huge budget, you're going to have to learn video editing skills. Well, it also depends on if you decide to go the video editing right. You might want to do what Dave is doing, where you're more like a blog, right? Where you're
Mhm.
writing stuff. You're going to have to increase the outputs of certain things, and you're going to have to learn the skills that it takes to increase those outputs. Now, here's the awesome part about that: the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the
Mhm.
better you get at it. So you're going to suck, then you're going to suck some more, then you're going to suck some more, and then you're going to suck even less, right? And as you pay down the, Alex Hormozy likes to call it the ignorance tax, or the suck tax, or the sucky tax, or whatever. When you pay down that tax of, man, I don't know how to do this, man, this is frustrating, oh man, all right, it took me an hour just to make this whole video, and it was only a 5-minute video. And then now you could do that 5-minute video in like 10 minutes. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Celebrate that, right? So my next step is increasing my output, so that way I can help more people, get the word out there more, and increase my online sales, because I am doing this for a passive income. And a lot of people tend to shy away from that fact. No, I am trading valuable information for money that people want to pay for it. If I give you something valuable, like you go to the grocery store, you need to buy bread. That bread is more valuable than the money in your pocket at the moment. You're hungry. That's your problem. The solution is bread. And how you solve that solution? You give some cash that the store is asking for in return for that bread. Problem solved. Everybody wins. You're no longer hungry. The store gets to buy more bread for other customers who want bread, and the world turns. This is how things work. So if you just bring it down to like a very small microcosm of just going to the store, that's digital marketing. That's how you build a passive income. All these things tie into each other. The very nature of our world works in, somebody has an issue, somebody has to solve for that issue. This person trades their money for this person's solution, and they both walk away happy. And if this is something that you're interested in, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing more content like this. And, I want to give Dave some time to say a few words before we close out this video.
I love the way you explain things.
Cool.
I love it. I
Thank
can
you.
visually, like, when you talk about using the supermarket analogy,
Uh,
you know me. I have a hard time reading. I'm dyslexic, like, in ways.
uh,
I'm more of a picture guy. And
yeah.
when you put that picture in my head, it just excites me because I'm like, it's not that far fetched to actually do this when you
No.
break it down. It's very simple, and it sounds kind of salesy, you know, the whole gimmick. Like I can't explain it, but when you break it down, you're really genuinely just trying to help
Yeah.
somebody solve a problem. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
So,
And because I wanted this for me, and this channel is the solve for my problem, right?
mhm,
My problem when I first got started, nobody was being clear. They be like, first you find your niche, and then you find your audience, then you get your target audience, and then they start throwing out all these terms, and I'm like, what is this? So I would spend hours looking this stuff up for it to make sense to me. Some people it makes sense right off the bat. Me hearing it for the first time, I'm like, target audience. Like, what exactly is that? You know what I mean? So you just have to find a way to I just had to find a way to create a channel that can make it make sense for the person who doesn't have a lot of time to go through the minutia of finding out these phrases. So that's
mhm,
what most of my content is going to be about, is me breaking down these simple strategies in the ways that you can help add this to your life and create a passive income and do it to help your family. Because at the
mhm,
end of the day, the economy of this world is changing. A 9 to 5 job will no longer like give you the benefits that they used to give back when we were little kids and our parents were younger, right? Go to
mhm.
school, get a good education, get a good job, retire with some money in the bank. And you have some of these people out here in this political atmosphere talking about they want to raise the retirement age to like 70. It's like, you
What?
want me to
I
work
didn't
till
hear
I'm
that.
dead? Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
don't want to
here's
be
another one.
I
Uh,
don't want to be specific, but yeah, man. One of these people out here on the campaign trail is talking about raising the retirement age to 70
that's crazy.
or more.
Ah,
I mean, they never really actually gave an age that I heard, but it was like, yeah, we're gonna have to increase that because people are living longer. That don't mean I want to work longer.
mhm.
Man, I need to get up out this game. And so do you. So if you enjoyed this content or if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you have any things that you're working on, what are your passion projects? What do you want to put out? I'm very interested to know what it is. Leave it in the comments below. And if you have any questions, if you want to know what it is that I can do to help you, ask. I'll help you. I view the comments. I read them all the time. So please hit me up in the comments and let me know. And with that, please subscribe to the channel. That will definitely help us out. But we're going to tell you, I want you to have a good rest of your day, whatever time you're watching this video. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.